Hi gang, this is Toby Walker here for Dream Guitars, and I'm going to show you a very exclusive lesson. I learned this from a man named James Son Thomas who came out of Leland, Mississippi. When I went into James's house and we sat there right there in his living room, he showed me this song, and I'm going to show it to you the way I was shown. So what James said that the first chord was going to be this E7 chord. Now, I knew the E7 chord, and you could get an E7 chord like that, just your first finger on that G sharp and then your second finger on that B note. So then the next chord that James showed me was this one. Pretty sounding chord is what it was, just first finger moving up to the third string at the second fret and your third finger on the fifth string at the fourth fret. That's a pretty chord, you know. Then James showed me this chord. Just take those two fingers and you move it up one fret and you get this. I feel the same way. It's just a horrible sounding chord. And I said to James, what is that chord name? He said, I don't know. I said, that was good enough for me. So you got those, and you'll see what's going to happen. Right? Those are your three chords. That's around the E, and we'll get to that. Now, he said you want to play an A chord, you know. He says specifically an A flat. So I said, well, an A flat, that would be here. He says, no, you put your finger over here. I said, that looks like an A chord to me. And James says, no, that's an A flat chord. I said, well, why do you call that an A flat? And he said, because his finger's flat on the fingerboard. I'm not going to argue with this guy, okay? He had a pistol on the side of his bed. You don't want to argue with somebody with that. So I get your finger. It's really an A chord, okay? So we won't tell anybody. There's an A chord. You're going to take your first finger, just bar it on that fourth string. You can get the third string in there at the second fret. And I'm going to be playing that with my thumb coming down on the fifth and fourth string and adding my third finger like that. And then he gave me the other chord, and this other chord was one of these things. That's right, I did not ask him the name of this chord either, but it's just a funky sounding chord. It's like a B7 chord. What you're going to do is you're going to take your third finger, put it on the first string at the second fret. Take your second finger, put it on the third string at the second fret, and then you can wrap your thumb around the neck. You're going to grab it like a baseball bat and grab the top, these two strings here. Okay, don't worry about the second string being muted. That's okay. He didn't worry about that. And don't worry about the fourth string being in there. It's just a funky sounding chord. So he said, all right, now watch how I put all this together. Right? It works. That's what I thought when he started playing. He does that about 4 times. Then he goes to the A chord. Played a song called 61 Highway. So I'm going to show you how we put all this together. We get on that E7 chord and we're just strumming it down twice. And I'm kind of stopping the strings a little bit, like laying my finger down. Yeah, you do that one slow. It's just, you'll chase every neighbor away from you, but you do it like that. Get that little movement going. You do that 4 times, and you go to your A chord, and you just strum, and down here I'm just strumming down on the 5th and 4th string. You could add your pinky like this. By adding your pinky up to the 5th fret and then coming down to the 4th. Then you go back, and we'll hear it a little slower. You hear it? I'm kind of stopping that 4th string from ringing by just picking up your pinky ever so slightly, your fingers. And when you put in the 5th string, now you go back to that E shape. Do that twice. drum that beat. About 8 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. A7. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And then this little one. Little lick. Now here's how we do that. I'm going to hit the 6th string first. Then I'm going to hammer the 4th string at the 2nd fret. Twice. And I'm going to hit that open 4th string. So we have 4th string, 5th string, 2nd fret, open. Now you get this. The perfect guitar for this is just that. You felt that, didn't you? Through the camera, you felt that punch you in the gut, right? That's the kind of sound you want. You want to get that low. So you get. And that's how you do 61 Highway. Now, I did say that was Highway 6 or 61 Highway, and I did this. And you thought that was the end of it, didn't you? Well, that's what I thought when James was teaching me this tune. But then when I figured I had all that, James said, I haven't shown you my secret lick. I'm like, well, what's the secret lick? He says, you know it, I'll wink when I do it. I said, okay, you wink, I'll catch it. So he went... right through my baby's door. What? Catch that one? I'll do that again. It makes the whole song. Okay, so come down once when you come down to that 2nd fret, and then go. That's it. Oh, I forgot, you gotta wink when you do it. Otherwise, it just doesn't work. Watch. Got it? That's the secret.